Okay, time.
Okay, we ready?
20 minutes?
And it doesn't matter how long, just however long it takes.
Do we want a rough outline of what we're talking about?
No, let's just fly by the seat of our pants. Live on the edge, Jay.
We do that every video.
Like you used to in the youth. No, what happens every video is I write a blog. You ask what we're talking about. I tell you to read the blog. You don't. And then you read the blog immediately before we do the video. So you're somewhat planned of what the topic is about. And then we do the video. Every week. And I missed out when you ask me every week where the blog can be found, and every week I tell you under the shared drive, under the folder, shock, titled blogs.
You just text it to me.
Text you like a PDF file?
Yeah. Just take a picture of it and text it.
No, because it's like multiple pages. No. Anyway, first and foremost, I think we should start off with, clearly I'm an absolute joke to you, because we once again agreed that this was going to be casual, and you decide to not be casual.
Are we rolling? This is ridiculous. This is casual.
No.
Orcas on a dress shirt. Respectful casual.
Oh, you want respectful?
It's disgusting. You look like you're going to bed.
Look like I'm going to bed?
Yeah.
You're just angry because this shirt is actually filled out with upper body and not lower gut.
Oh, I'm gonna leave that there.
Absolutely. So yeah. So once again, you betrayed me.
Welcome to Casual Couch Conversations. I have pink socks too. That's casual.
With your youngest face on them.
Oh. That's up. That's the last franchise that's ever gonna be. Zoom in on that now. Right there.
That's going on main course. OnlyFans.
But you cancelled that.
No, it's not cancelled.
It's disgusting. Get me off.
$13.99 US each subscriber. Why on earth would we cancel that? We're in the wrong business.
That's not a business.
Anyway, couch conversations this month. July, heat of the summer. Market slowed down to gear up on real estate.
Air conditioning doesn't work in the office.
Air conditioning. Anyone who doesn't have air conditioning, because we're actually in another heat wave. I don't know if you realize that.
What, technically speaking?
Technically speaking.
The government has told you? That makes it technically speaking.
Do you think Trudeau calls me and everyone say, hey everyone, there's going to be a heat wave?
I do.
It's like, it's the weather offices that say that we're in a heat wave.
Okay. It is warm. I don't know if it's a wave, but it's warm.
Yeah, we would have been on the rooftop, but Jay couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the heat.
Al couldn't handle it. His microphones couldn't handle it. I saw these in IKEA the other day, these microphones.
You live a life full of danger, don't you? Just adventure.
Okay, what are the topics this month? What of note has taken place in July 2021? The market is still softening. Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear it.
No.
People don't want to believe it.
There are still some key areas. I still think that entry level housing market is definitely still on the cards. I mean, we won one on Monday. We ended up seeing that buyer journey through those busy markets, how it's like you start off with conservative pricing. I want to have all of my subjects on there. Fourth time later, we just did a FaceTime viewing because he wasn't even in the province, just subject free. Here's the bank draft, go, and watching that change as you go through the weeks is interesting. But we were up against, I think, 4 or 5 other offers. Yeah, no, 4 other offers, and we were the 5th.
I was in 5 offers on, what day is it? Monday as well. I was 2nd.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, that means I lost.
Do you know the interesting thing though? We were up against 4 other people. The property was listed for $749,900. We won with an offer of $750,000.
$100.
$100 over asking price. Yeah, it's just because our terms were better, obviously.
See, people, it's not always about price.
Yeah, and because we actually submitted the bank draft as well.
Well, you have to. Did you do a letter?
Do I do a letter?
Did you do the letter?
Oh, please, we would really love. No, we didn't do that.
The letter that this wife wrote was gold.
About why it should be sold to you?
Yep. The family photo, amazing.
Ooh, I like those.
Whole 9. Worked on mine when I bought multiples.
Yeah.
Subject free.
It does work. We have a builder client who are actually selling their Perry Street place right now. The duplex that they built, I don't know if you know this, but the back duplex, they were in multiples. And
one with a letter?
Yeah, they actually wrote a letter about how they want to raise their entire family there. They love the home and everything. And I went around to his house the other day and to discuss the current listing, and he has it framed.
The letter?
The letter, he has it framed on the side. Well, it's because it was his first build, which was obviously very successful. And the letter was really, really nice. And I've met the couple, they're really genuine and really nice. And so the letter is framed over there, yeah.
You see, I pride myself in having such a scholastic background, and letter writing is kind of right down.
No, your wife wrote the letter. Don't lie to anyone. Your wife wrote the letter.
It has really paid off long run.
I have received your texts, and with the basic lack of spelling for simple words, there is no way that your grammar is. If anything, like I would get your letter if you wrote it, and I'd be like, this guy's drunk. Or taking something
My
next.
phone.
He's not finance approved.
My phone autocorrects words wrong now.
No, don't blame it on the phone.
Stephen Jobs is the reason for any bad text from me you receive.
Stephen Jobs.
Stephen Jobs.
So your lack of literacy skills is down
I'm
to
on the
Steve
fly,
Jobs.
I'm busy.
Don't call him Stephen
I'm
Jobs.
sending stuff all over the place. Phone autocorrects wrong, it's gone. Then I have to listen to this. Anyway, air conditioning still isn't working, just for the
Huge
record.
selling point in homes at the moment.
Air conditioning? Yeah. A lot of people asking, do buildings have air conditioning? No, typically most of them still do not. But those little mobile beauties will
Cost more than the properties at the moment with how rare they are.
If you can get them, yes.
That's it. It's like when the pandemic came and all the toilet roll went out and there were people selling it for like $100.
That's toilet paper for us North Americans.
Toilet paper. I never got that as well because you'd buy like $100 worth of toilet paper and most toilets are right next to the shower. Worst case scenario.
we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, you're right.
Although, one property I will not name in West Vancouver, the toilets are actually in the shower. So it's walk-in shower. One side is obviously the shower head, and then on the other side where you walk in is the toilet. Now, they of course marketed that as an avant-garde new thing.
It's European.
Which I think was very clearly somebody made a bit of a boo-boo somewhere along the line, and that's what happened.
I've seen tubs in shower, like big enclosures, but never a toilet.
Tubs in showers?
There's like a huge shower room.
Oh yeah, and then there's a tub inside,
yeah. Tub on like the other side.
If we did, we should do a video series on like the weird things in homes.
It's not
like the odd
we'd
things.
See, like that being like new and done, surprising to get city permits passed is interesting. I don't think it'd be more of like the ghetto things that we see in homes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Or like the interesting like / ghetto things that we see in homes.
Not people's like personal tastes, but some of the things that have been built in the same places have been interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Break down the month. What's really happened in July? I feel like July's been a bit of a slower month because it's summer and everyone's just...
I don't watch the news anymore, so I don't know what's going on in the world.
Busy about getting away.
And
I had a food tasting for the wedding.
You told me twice. It was good.
It was a
So
full
do I
meal.
actually have something to look forward to here? Food-wise?
I was going to say
amazing.
I will let my wife handle your response there. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of dishes. We expected just like a couple of like spoonfuls of taste of each dish to check you're happy with it. And they did the full course.
Well, you're paying enough goddamn money, they better.
I know, but I was...
Tell the people what the wedding's going to cost?
I don't want to know what the wedding's going to cost. And no, I will not tell the people what the wedding's going to cost. But...
you know why my wedding cost? Just in contrast?
It's because you went to Mexico. Oh, and we need to get you that. We need to get you out that picture because this guy got married on the beach with a fedora. And
that's not the highlight.
The highlight
made me do that.
The highlight was the gentleman stood right in the back of his wedding photo.
Keep going.
I'll find that because that is absolute golden. And you wore the fedora because your wife told you to as well. And obviously. You look horrendous, just for like clarification. There is no doubt about it.
No.
You look like you got married when NSYNC were in style, and that's what you were going for. Backstreet Boys on the beach.
They were around back then, 100%.
What year did you get married?
2013. That was 2014. Oh, here it is.
So they were making their reunion thing.
You ready to zoom in on this?
It's the guy in the background.
So she wants a beach wedding because it's a beach wedding. But they don't clear the goddamn beach. So that's our goddamn wedding photo. This son of a bitch peering in. There's 1,000 cameras. He gives 0. Look like that.
He's holding his crotch as well. Looks like Putin.
It does.
Vladimir Putin is...
Like, it's unbelievable. Just he just doesn't... Anyway, that was my wedding. But the wedding would have been $7,000 until they said, the rain is gonna come, you have to buy a tent to put over the whole thing. Because there was a dance floor, the music, a screen. You have to buy a tent, or all these guys are in cahoots, obviously. Or the music and the DJ and the dance floor guy, if there's one drip of rain, he's gone. Mid-wedding, one drop, he's gone. And rain is in the forecast, you gotta buy the tent. So it would have been $7,000. The pricks made me rent a $3,000 tent, $10,000 all in.
Did it rain?
Of course not, no.
That's so good.
They told us 5 days before the wedding that rain was in the forecast. Like they have any goddamn idea a week before, like anyone does. Anyway, yeah, 10 grand. Beat that, sir. Beat that.
I wish that's what ours cost.
But I have wedding photos with this Putin lookalike, so.
Just in the background.
That's what you got.
I would like to assume that our wedding photos will be a bit better.
I would, yeah, probably.
As we are not going to a public beach afterwards where that can take place.
We all live and learn. Learn from my mistakes. It's like, dude.
Okay, so.
What else?
This is a controversial topic, so I'm looking forward to asking you about this.
Okay.
COVID restrictions.
Went into Hills today to buy some new suits. You know they carry Tiger. Body like this, it's off the rack. Perfect fitting. They made me wear a mask. COVID restrictions.
Hills? What's Hills?
If you were actually from Vancouver, you would understand. Hills is a very, it's a nice little homegrown boutique clothing store up in Kerrisdale. Do you know where Kerrisdale is?
I do know where Kerrisdale is.
West 41st.
Yeah, thanks.
And West Boulevard. Hills, great place.
Hills.
Anyway, I went in there today and yeah, had to wear masks. So
did you know that, fun fact for you, Drew Hill is the group that Cisco was actually a part of.
Everyone knows.
Cisco.
Everyone
you didn't know that.
Knows. You were... Yeah, I knew that. Of course I did. You couldn't even talk yet when they were out. You were still in little diapers like you're wearing now.
Never. When did Drew Hill first come out?
I don't know. But I was around. You weren't.
Highlight the decade of different experience of age between us.
What's this?
Yeah, so obviously the COVID restrictions changed.
Yes.
July 1.
Yes, so that's a big thing.
Cases came down.
Yeah.
Well, even though now they're going back up and up to the highest levels as well. Do you think that's going to have any impact on the real estate market?
Yeah. I think if, we talked about this, I think 2 weeks ago on the last Coach Confessions.
Yeah, but now, now we're actually,
I think that's contributing to,
have you seen any
continuing market slowing down? I think when people can get back to normal, they're not going to care about real estate as much.
Yeah.
So I think that's acting as a continued wave of the market activity softening because people can leave, they can go on vacation, they can focus on other things, they can spend their money elsewhere now more freely. So like real estate was the thing, and now there's buyer exhaustion, and now everyone's like, okay, that was crazy, the prices are crazy, I don't want anything to do with it anymore, let's go on vacation. So yeah.
But Yeah, the next opening phase is September 7th.
What does that do?
So that's like concerts and things. So my wife's Celine Dion concert got put back to
You bought the tickets,
the end of March.
you orchestrated it.
As a Christmas
You want to
gift.
go to Celine Dion, just admit it, it's fine. We all have little things that are like that we do. Just admit that that's your little thing.
to help my wife, but not to help my wife, but
It's nothing to do with your wife.
is in like a good gift.
Nothing to do with
being
your
a good fiance, as husband.
Nothing to do with your wife. You're going to Celine Dion. Are you, so you're, it's
End of March.
assumed, end of March.
It was supposed to be end of August 29th.
Celine has pushed the dates.
For the second time running. Well, they're not even allowed to have concerts and things, so.
Wasn't she married to the old guy and he died and now she's single?
I think so, yeah.
They were dating very questionably when she was very questionably of age. Al, can you confirm this? He gave a nod, it's true.
Al, you're a huge fan. We know you're a huge fan. Stop putting it off. You know, okay.
So he does know. Okay, so that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you luck at your Celine concert.
It's I'll be singing every song.
I know you will.
My heart will go on.
Does she still sing Titanic songs?
It's probably like the most famous song she's ever done. I'm trying to think of another song that I know that she's done.
Stop.
Don't impress me. No,
That was
Shania Twain.
Twain. Just stop while you're not that far ahead, but
That song was about Brad Pitt, apparently.
They played that song at my grad dance.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
99.
99.
We were at the Four Seasons.
What
Downtown.
month was
No
that?
idea. November, maybe?
I was 9 years old.
No, it wouldn't have been November.
I was 9
June?
years old.
Yeah, so
Just-
all these things like music and any
just
pop
for the
culture,
reference there and how
any-
old you must feel. To be
I don't feel old at all.
that year, obviously when it turned into the new millennium, that like I was the age where my parents allowed me to stay up to see the Millennium Man.
Do you remember
And you were there
the
being
stress going in to that 2000? All the computers were
Oh,
gonna
there was
crash.
like, what was it, the Millennium Bug or something?
Y2K.
Yeah.
Computers were going to crash. The world was going to end.
What was the deal with that? Was that just because it was flicking?
Computers couldn't handle jumping out of the 19s and into 2000. They weren't programmed for that.
That's
So
why
the whole world was going to crumble.
I just looked at it when I was 9. I was like, that's a date change.
Oh yeah. Which obviously it turned into, but the controversy behind it was real, my friend.
And everything went, yeah, because it didn't market like tank and stuff like that.
Well, that was the .com bubble. Whole other thing, which I'm not as well versed on as I should be. But I didn't care too much about investing and the stock market when I was 18, ready to go to high school. Which I graduated, as we confirmed with
Point
last
Grey,
week,
here we go.
with flying colors, my friend. Point Grey, yes. Lord Wing Secondary, yes.
Yeah.
proud.
Beyond that, I don't really think anything's happened in July. It's been business as usual.
The market's been steady, yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't seen, again, it's still in like the seller's market. We haven't seen anything like drop off intensely. We haven't seen any
There's obviously still multiples on the right things at the right prices and all that.
Yeah.
The Olympics.
The Olympics.
My Olympic.
Oh, here we go.
My Olympic.
Oh God. Well, what were you going to be an Olympic champion at? Which one?
Oh, there's a few
Which
things,
one was
but
it today?
That's before. No, that's a whole other episode. I wish I could have gone to the Olympics in multiple.
Please do elaborate.
No, we can't. We don't have time. But what I did try and do is get one of those Olympic watches, as you know, the Olympic Omegas.
Did you?
Of course not. They're. I heard about it boldly too late because they're 2020. So these goddamn watches probably came out in like late 2019.
Okay.
And I wasn't focusing on that then. So I'm phoning Japan because these are all.
You're phoning Japan.
Oh yeah, these are all Japanese exclusive release Olympic Omega watches. So I'm phoning the Omega stores in Japan. Surprisingly enough, there was really not that many people that worked there that spoke English. Ignorantly enough for me to think. When I've been there,
surprising,
it's easy.
Surprisingly enough, you called Tokyo, and there were not a lot of people that spoke English.
When I've been to Tokyo, there are plenty of people there speaking English, at least very basic, trying to, all that. I assumed at an internationally known store like Omega that there would be at least like basic. Obviously ignorantly of me to think that, but that was my assumption. Fell flat with that assumption. It's very difficult conversations on the phones, but at the end of the day...
Your wife speaks fluent Japanese, so
why she was on one side, I wanted to do it myself. So I was like, asked her some key phrases.
Konnichiwa? Okay, wife, you're up.
Wrote them down so I could communicate and do my own dirty work here. And end of the day, all the watches were sold out that I wanted, and I was made a fool of.
I could have, before you even called, I could have told you that.
Stop. So that happened this month.
Why don't you record this stuff? Like, why don't you record you and your wife having a conversation about calling Tokyo, the devastation that was on your face when you realized Japanese people in Tokyo don't speak fluent English?
I didn't say fluent. Some basic words.
Some basic words? I'm amazed at the thought process that clearly didn't go through.
In being there, I've seen it firsthand. They're very...
You went to like tourist attractions and hotels. You called Mr. Omega and were annoyed that there was not enough English
I'm not
speakers.
annoyed. I was just
This is the most
stumped.
idiotic thing of all time.
No, it's fine.
It is. It's like going into Burger King and saying, well, you've got all the ingredients, can you make me a Big Mac? Obviously not.
Nothing to do
It's
with
exactly
anything.
the same. It's one of my famous analogies. I honestly, I can't believe you.
I spoke to Tokyo, I didn't get a watch, that's the story.
Oh, that is awesome. Like,
that's it.
I'm not laughing with you as well. I'm laughing at you. Oh God. Okay. Well,
that's the only other thing that's happening.
I don't think that we can top that. So I think we're going to have to round off the video here, and that's it for Couch Confessions this week or this month. And we'll see if August brings us more
value.
More value. Yeah.
Okay. Until August.
Until next time, guys. You're such. No.
It's an international.